like I feel the separation of my ankle and the joints, but I don't feel the pain. I'm literally laughing it off as I'm on the concrete floor.
A phase where like I couldn't sleep unless I smoke a bowl. Lying, you're delusional, bro. Yeah. You're full of shit. Alright, what's up, guys? We're back, International Idiots. I'm Daniel Shapano and I'm here with my co-host,
Hariz.
And today is episode 3. So last week, speaking of last week, if you haven't seen episode 2, what are you doing?
Check it out.
Go check it out. It's a banger.
It's a banger.
Exactly. So last week we got up to some juicy conversations about girls, what we find attractive, all that. So I kind of wanted to start out today, some similar, just briefly on a similar sort of a path. I wanted to ask you, what is a way, how would you know when a girl you're with is the one? Because I have my own answer for this. And
the one?
Like, the one. Like, you want to look like...
Somehow I Met Your Mother type shit?
Yeah.
I mean...
Like, you got to be able to make 10 seasons up on about...
Damn.
10 seasons,
Damn,
bro.
Okay, well... Last episode we were talking about what her ideal look would be.
Yeah.
Her personality. She's got to be funny. She's got to be intelligent. Independent.
Yeah.
Honestly, she gotta have some siblings or some shit so that she knows how to deal with family and shit. The importance of family, that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. She's gotta have some motherly qualities where she could know how to raise kids. Obviously it was my kids.
Yeah.
She just gotta be present and every day. She can't just blend in with everything. She's gotta pop out every day. She's gotta be a notable part of my day. I wake up and I never get sick of that face. You know, if she laughs, she smiles, that shit would fucking make my day.
Yeah.
Someone that I wouldn't get sick of.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be my best friend. Sorry, man.
Damn. Really gonna get replaced by a female, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. She got a pair of tits, you don't.
I could grow them.
And keep benching, bro.
Yeah. Whoa. So I was kind of going, I wanted to go, sort of a different path here, Have you ever been kind of consistently, let's say, call it a hookup, whatever it is, but each time you see this girl, you become less and less attracted to her?
Yes. Only after I've hooked up with her.
Yeah.
And I think that only happens if we hook up the first night.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, not necessarily, but...
my thing is, I think every guy always wants to chase. I think that's...
To an extent.
They have to get the fucking end goal.
Yeah.
Which is the girl. Ultimately, biologically, I think it's, part of every guy's, desire. The chase,
Mm-hmm.
Finding a girl... you have ups and downs, mixed signals and everything, but you end up with her. Maybe you start off as friends, and then you end up, being more than friends. But I genuinely think if you hook up with one girl, you find her cute, her personality's great, but you guys have sex the first night, you've already hit that high point.
Yeah, the
sex might not
gone.
be the thing, but the thing is, the dopamine, all that wait,
chase is
weeks,
gone.
Months, right? It's done in one night. And that kind of says something about a girl's character.
Yeah.
I mean, it says the same about a guy if all he wants is just a pipe.
Yeah.
But, if all things lead to just the sex in one night, and everything's kind of, there's no spice. There's nothing to build up to besides a relationship, but it's there's no chase. There's no chase.
I would say that it would have to exponentially grow, you have your little chase, your push, your pull, and then there reaches a point where, you after all that, you still don't get sick of this girl. Yeah. That's when it's kind of like a green flag, oh shit, this is something I should be invested in, if you want to see her more than, more frequently, versus if every time, if it gets to a point where you don't want to see her frequently, you just keep pushing her away and she keeps coming,
But she got to initiate though sometimes, because
yeah, 100%.
Conversations or just meeting up, I don't know. If she, I think would be really cool is she finds a bullshit excuse to see you.
Yeah.
And it's just even if it's just a hangout.
But I think that's something that's wrong with the world nowadays is I don't think that girls approach guys enough.
No, not at all.
I feel like a lot of girls have this stigma that they they don't have to be the ones to do it, and like if a man doesn't approach me, he's a pussy. Like
I think if girls were to approach guys a little bit more,
it's kind of hot,
bro. I think it's hot, but they would get the guy they would probably want most 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, girls can have the ideal like crush, the ideal guy, and they might see him, they might meet him, and they just wait for him to make a move. But like, I don't think girls understand that guys fucking hate rejection. Guys fucking hate rejection. Well, but the thing is,
they like we hate rejection, but they're more afraid of rejection than we are.
Yeah, I think it hurts their egos more than it hurts guys.
Yeah, because like, but you also, you gotta get like, it's kind of gotta be like a two-way, like two-way girls are always like, oh, but I gave him all the signals, like sometimes there reaches a point where like, bro, like not everyone can read your fucking mind, they might have done this.
Yeah.
And counter that as a signal, like, yo, come talk to me.
Yeah,
like, it has to be like.
Bro, if girls just like went straight forward for like, hey, my name's blah 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 blah, nice to meet you, just straight up cold approach a guy, like they would get. Chances are they would get the guy they want.
Yeah, and the guy might even be like happy.
Yeah,
maybe he was waiting for like obviously I'm saying like all guys do have to approach girls most of the time, but it would be nice to have like a kind of
it'd be very reassuring.
I think it would be a reassuring thing for both parties.
I think if a girl ever approached me and like, wanted to get to know me and shit,
bro.
I think that would skip so much more. That would skip like multiple levels and like of like me developing feelings for the girl.
Yeah.
If I were to approach a girl, if that makes sense. Like if I were to approach a girl, I'd have to build my way up, go through the talking stage, see if she likes me back.
Yeah, exactly.
But if a girl approaches me, bro, like
you already know.
I'm already like in that, like I'm already invested in that already.
Yeah.
Like that cuts so much bullshit time and like effort between both parties. Like the talking stage sucks.
Yeah, I mean it's just.
Although I do miss texting like that one girl, like, and she always like fucking, she shows up and you smile and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
No. Yeah, I mean it's definitely like it's a part of every the talk. I mean you're gonna have other talking stages.
I mean I don't miss
like
fucking like what's your favorite color, what's your favorite
artist
type
like
shit. But like once y'all like get each other's humor, and you start making jokes, and then you send each other snaps or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then one person takes like the next level, like.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that. I miss that excitement.
Someone takes a
bro.
risk or something.
Yeah,
and the risk pays. You send a risky text and then they reciprocate.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've sent a lot of risky texts.
Yeah,
I'm just like, damn. Like I do it when I'm like blacked out drunk a lot of the times.
You ever woke up the next day and you look at your phone, you're like, holy shit.
Yes, but I remember that I did it, so I literally avoid seeing that.
Here's the thing, bro. Sometimes I remember doing it, but then I wake up and I stare at my phone in shame.
Bro, you know what the worst like.
And it's like it's not even it's literally like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But it's like WYD, but then I've like added like 3 Ys, like
what
and
like the worst attempt I've had was me texting a girl at like 2 a.m. I'm blacked out and I'm like pretty drunk.
Yeah, if it's 2 a.m. you're blacked.
Yeah, and I text this girl on Instagram DMs. I'm like, let's play tic-tac-toe. She's like, okay. I'm like, alright, I was like, alright, I'm lazy to do this. I'm lazy to do this, not gonna lie. What's your number? Just left on red. I didn't want to fucking do it, bro. I was texting tic-tac-toe to like 3-4 girls that night.
You should have played tic-tac-toe. Yeah, you should have played tic-tac-toe.
Bro, so lazy to fucking put the grid and then X and then, bro, it's like it's like a dead game. You have to restart, bro. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like let's play 8-ball pool. I don't fucking know.
8-ball pool, bro.
Bro, I'd be dirty in that shit.
Yeah,
bro. I'd be dirty.
That shit busting. You ever played the Uno, bro?
Well, what's it called? Crazy Eights. Crazy Eights. Yeah, that shit busting, bro. Honestly, Uno, mad fun. I like Uno. Uno's a good game when you're sober or drunk.
I've never played Uno drunk. No, that's a lie I have. I played it during quarantine.
It's not like a drinking game, but it's like...
No, we played hella Uno during quarantine, bro. Like, speaking of quarantine, that was quite a time. Like...
I miss it. I actually miss it.
Like, I was thinking about it the other day, like, it was genuinely an underrated time of our lives. Obviously, we were like, fuck this, man. I want to be able to go to a club. Like...
Yeah.
But I think that was the one time in our life where we learned to take like everything that we used to do for fun that we couldn't do anymore, and we were like, holy shit, like now I have to find, and we adapted.
Yeah.
We found new ways of having, like, bro, literally, like, when I was stuck in Texas and I couldn't come back to Malaysia.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to, obviously I met, shout out to the quarantine crew, I love them, bro. Like, it was genuinely, like, a great time. Like, we made the best of the situation we were in, and
that's the thing. You, like, anyone you're with, bro, you just make the best.
Like, we were
because everyone's in the same spot.
We literally looked forward to, like, going up to Sam's apartment and playing Uno, bro. Like, that was the highlight of our day. It was just playing fucking Uno.
And, like, there was I think one thing that was super underrated about quarantine is that it reminded us of, like, back in the day, like, high school.
Yeah.
Like, when you didn't have a fucking, like,
it was
schedule.
carefree.
Yeah. Let's say you still had class. It was online class.
Yeah,
easy. You got to cheat. And it's just like, bro, you got to game till like 3, 4 a.m. with the boys again, like how it was back in the day.
You had no reason to wake up the next day.
Yeah.
It was literally just like, we were like, bro.
Damn, that sounds fucking.
I mean,
depressing.
It sounds depressing, but bro, like, what am I gonna wake up to? Like everything was closed.
Yeah, everything
like,
was the same. Everything was
like
fucking same.
Like the only place I could go was like out of my house. It was like the grocery store.
Yeah. And even so, bro,
I mean, I go get some like. Load up the shopping cart for like 2 weeks worth of, like, I was getting groceries for like 2-3 weeks.
Toilet paper, you remember that shit?
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. The eggs, man, the egg section. I went to get the you know me, bro. I like my eggs. I go into like all the, like, it was like a zombie movie, bro. All the eggs were like cracked open, bro. Like, all
fucking
I could not find one. I could not like find a little dozen. I couldn't even find like an 18-pack of Eggland's Best, bro.
Eggland?
Yeah, that's what we have in Texas. I don't know if you don't.
I don't fucking know.
But anyways, I couldn't find no fucking eggs that didn't have like a full a whole pack of just good eggs.
Do you think people would be like looking at the eggs and be like, that's decent and just pocket that shit? You think so?
Yeah, there's probably some people who down bad, like
I mean,
lost their job or some shit.
But
eggs, bro, nah, I'd be probably like a ribeye. Shit, bro. Like,
nah, that shit probably gone too, bro.
Yeah.
But like, quarantine was underrated, I would say.
Nah, it was great, bro. I mean, think about it. Like, it was just like constant, like. That was actually a very valid point. I think it was the first time since like middle school where I genuinely felt like, because like obviously like when everything was like normal per se, like. You would feel guilty if you were on games till like 2 a.m. Like you'd be like, all right, man, like I just wasted some time. I could have been doing more productive shit.
When quarantine hit, Warzone, bro.
It was peak, bro. Like we literally every single night, bro. Like we were just like it was back to middle school.
It was probably like the greatest like. Not, I don't think they launched at that time, but like, bro, like that was perfect.
It was literally. I don't think they did it on purpose, but I think it was just like. Like smoke a little bit of weed and play games, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was literally my daily routine.
And you didn't regret that, or you didn't have like any like
guilty, bro. Like they were like, cause I would go to bed at like 3, I'd sleep till noon, I'd wake up, I'd still get my classwork done.
Yeah.
Like I was doing everything that I like needed to do.
Bro, I did the best in quarantine,
bro. We like during quarantine, like I was as well. Like we were fortunate, like everywhere had like gyms closed.
Yeah.
But like we found this apartment complex. Shout out to the Domain.
And the gym was open.
No. They just didn't know how to lock their doors, bro. Like they had magnetic doors, like a magnetic lock. But if you pulled hard enough, the magnet would disengage.
Holy shit!
So even to their whole building. So we lived in a whole different building. We would yank open the front door, walk in. The gym would be locked, and we just yank open the door.
Just get a pump.
And just get up, like, bro. That's like when I got back into the gym. Like you remember, like back like 20. That's when I actually seriously got into like working out like again.
Did you ever do home workouts?
Yeah, bro, I did it here when there was like
you got dumbbells, bro. I had to buy fucking
home
resistance bands, bro.
The thing is, home workouts are ass, man. Like I can do like chest, I can do like shoulders, arms, but legs, bro. How are you gonna do I can't take 50-pound dumbbells and like it's boring, bro.
You just body weight squat or
like home workouts, like in the gym I'm actually like, dude, this is lit. Like I can plate. No, like at home I'm just
you need weights, bro. You need resistance.
I get distracted. Like I see my computer, I'm like, oh shit, I might as well, like
in quarantine. This one time I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start doing legs. This is before I started squatting, right? Fuck it, let's throw a photo of my legs during quarantine, right? Yeah, it's just not it. Anyways, I was like, fuck it, I thought it was a good idea. Let's do 100 body weight squats.
100.
bodyweight squats. Bro, I shit you not, I could not walk for the next 4 days. Like it was.
You never trained legs then, huh?
Yeah, no, bro. Because back in the day, like, when I first started working out, it was straight up leg press, and even so, I fucking hate leg press. It made me feel nauseous, and leg extension.
I used to hate leg day, bro. I remember I used to literally pull up to the gym, and it would just be like Monday. This was before I even did like 2 muscle groups in one day. It was like I would literally Monday was like whatever. Let's call it chest. I forgot exactly my split. Tuesday was back. Wednesday was biceps. Let's call it arms. I think it was arms. Like so, I do biceps and triceps, and then what was it? So Wednesday, Thursday would be shoulders. Friday would be legs. Come Friday, I'd disappear, bro.
Yeah. Leg day was really bad. Like I just didn't like it, bro.
It was like quarantine was the first time where I was like, you know what, like fuck it. And here's the thing is I'm grateful for that period because I saw it. I was like, okay. Like, most people are just going to eat themselves into, like all they're going to do is smoke weed, eat.
You don't smoke, bro. They would just eat, bro.
Yeah.
They would just give up and just eat, bro.
It's crazy, bro. Like, and, like, a lot of people after quarantine actually put on some pounds. So I was grateful to actually have gone the other way. Like, quarantine was actually, like, the start of what I would call my glow-up, bro. Because before quarantine, I honestly, all I would do is, like, smoke weed, play video games, and go to bed.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to the gym consistently, and it was only during quarantine when I actually started. And like for some reason, like midway, like how like quarantine probably started in March.
Yeah.
I think it was around April, like mid to end of April. Me and Bryce had just gone to Oklahoma, and like we were just fucking smoking and like munching, like great times, obviously, bro. Like just playing FIFA, eating. Like I would say I was like happy, but I was very stagnant. I wasn't happy with where I was at life. Like I couldn't see this as a long-term happiness. It was a very like short-term, like this is nice, but like this is not gonna get me anywhere, you know?
I think true happiness is when you have like a goal in mind that you.
And I had no goal. Like, and I would say like it was a very like when I decided to diet in April, that was actually probably the shift for me because I realized that my days would literally be like I could have the worst day, but I'd come back, smoke a little bit, and I'd be fucking chilling. I'd eat.
It was just distraction. It was
literally, yeah. So I would eat, and like I couldn't eat healthy food. I couldn't eat broccoli and shit. I would be eating like waffles with peanut butter and syrup, like you know. And once I decided to I'm gonna actually do a diet and stick to it and like lose weight, which like bro, that was the craziest like weight loss like
that was.
I lost weight like at a rate that like might have been unhealthy.
Let's throw a photo of.
We'll show the whole like the start and the end of that.
God damn. Whew. God.
Fat
damn.
And holy shit. But yeah, that was like the start. That was the start of like I didn't have a beard before then. It was just literally like, and I realized once I started dieting, I was like, I don't like smoking anymore.
Yeah.
Because I realized that my happiness smoking was tied to my munchies. Like I needed a good munchie meal to enjoy like my high. So when I got to a point where it was like, okay, like I can't really munch anymore, I lost the whole appeal for weed. I started to get anxious, you know, like it just. Instead of like my night turning to like food, I would just sit there and be like, yo, this kind of sucks.
The thing is, some people, when they have anxiety, bro, they deal with it with more weed. And that's how they get into a hole.
But for me, like the weed made me anxious.
Yeah.
It was well during COVID, right? You know, I didn't realize weed accelerates your heart rate, which increases your blood pressure, which increases your body temperature, right? Like touch my forehead and I'd be like, oh shit, man, I have a fever. I think I have COVID, which, you know, my anxiety levels were just too fucking high. So I stopped, like, I realized I was like, dude, there's no point in me smoking if I can't, like, munch. Like, I don't enjoy it as much anymore. So I quit. Like, I just cold turkey. I was like, I'm done. And I'd like.
Sometimes you gotta do that, you know.
And that was kind of like I've never smoked ever since then. I mean, I've smoked like again, but I haven't smoked daily. Like it's never been like a. Yeah. Like I just like the routine. Like it used to be like a routine.
It just makes me feel like a bum. I don't know.
Yeah, I would just wake up and I'd have no motivation to do anything. I'd be very lazy. Like I would have a task I wanted to do like the day before. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get this done tomorrow. Like wake up the next day. Like I'd sleep through all my alarms and be like, Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
And I never get it. You know, it was just a very like toxic cycle that like. And I'm glad I realized that I was in that cycle. You know, because for the longest time, like freshman year, all I would do, bro, game, smoke. Like everyone goes through that phase when they go to college. I think everyone goes through that like big, you know, weed phase. It's just a matter of like who gets off of it and who doesn't. And I'm glad I was able to like realize like, holy shit, like this is not a way of like a sustainable way of living the rest of your life.
I mean, props to the people that can actually like be productive off weed.
Yeah,
it's just, chances are it's
rare.
It's hard, bro.
Couldn't be me.
Because like it just gives into all your like short-term temptations. Yeah. I think weed does, you know, and it's just. You know, it's a fun thing to do socially.
Yeah.
But once you start making it like a thing, like for yourself,
alone,
that's when it's like you need to figure out yourself.
Like if you do it, like you know, if you do it in a big group of people, you know, your
movie
night,
it's a vibe. You talk and shit.
You know, eat some food and shit together. You know, you cook and all that. Like it's fun. But yeah, I think when it like kind of like becomes a point of like, well, damn, I'm not hungry unless I smoke, or I can't sleep unless I smoke a bowl. Like that's what like, and that was
when you start.
I was in a phase where like I couldn't sleep unless I smoke a bowl, and then then the thing is, I would go through a whole like phase, and you know I'd get hungry, I'd play games,
it doesn't put you to sleep. You go through phases
again. You go through a cycle. And then
what's your cycle? My cycle is I smoke, right, and then. It hits you physiologically, like in your face and your body and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Cottonmouth hits. Cottonmouth always hits for me.
First?
Pretty early.
Okay, that's interesting.
Pretty early. I think it also coincides with me talking a lot.
Yeah.
I talk a lot.
Maybe because but that's okay. Continue with your phase and
right, and then a little uncomfortability settles in. I get a little hungry.
Yeah.
Right. I think I talk a lot for. Fat minute, 20-30 minutes, and then the cotton mouth is at the same time.
You're
and then you feel in your eyes. So I hate when my eyes get bloodshot, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, munchies hit, right?
That's the greatest, bro.
Yeah, I mean it is, but fuck, bro. Like if you're trying to diet,
it's impossible.
It's
impossible.
You can't
eat
literally.
It has to be a cheat meal.
Yeah, I've tried eating chicken and rice. It's awful, bro. It's absolutely you open the fridge. You want to eat some motherfuckers toaster strudels or frozen pizza.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck.
See the peanut butter and jelly, and you're like, oh.
So good. But you're like, nope, I need a fucking diet,
it's
right?
It's impossible. It's literally
impossible. And then you see a fucking pasta or rice and chicken meal that you made with fucking.
See, I could eat pasta. I could do
bro,
pasta.
It gets so dry, bro. It's not even
I'm talking a nice spaghetti bolognese. I could do that.
Yeah, but you gotta cook that on the spot, It's when you meal prep a pasta, it ain't good, bro.
Yeah.
It's low effort fucking tomato sauce with fucking cheap ass penny. I mean, I was in the fucking broke college phase for a hot minute, but yeah, it's just and then after the munchies hit, for me, I want to be by myself. I want to I want to go in my own room, no one else. Watch some videos, knock out.
And crash. Yeah. Okay.
That's literally it.
I would say my phases, it's smoke. You know, usually you're in a group, you're talking, and then I get the giggles, bro. I start to laugh at everything, bro. I literally start to see the most stupid shit and be like, oh my god, that's funny.
Are you also super observant when you're high?
Yeah. I'll literally sometimes I kind of I'll talk at the start. For me, it's I'm the one that's talkative, and then eventually I start to get quiet as I don't get cotton mouth until later, you know, if I have I always have water next to me, so I'm usually chilling. But
you know what's the worst, bro? When you're in a stranger's place,
I hate that shit. That's why I always do it at my house.
Yeah,
bro.
You're in a stranger's place. There's no water or some shit.
They don't even have a Brita.
You're like, you got water, bro? They're like, nah, I just ran out of my case of water. So you got a Brita? No, we got a sink though.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit gives me anxiety, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And then they got no food. Or it's it's shitty ass. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's why
that would give me anxiety.
Because I always have my preps. Dude, I'm not I don't want to if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would just a lot of the times I'd give in to opportunities. I'm like, fuck it, you know.
Go get fast food or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just after the giggles, then I start to think about food, and that's when I become observant. I'll start to look at the conversations that everyone are talking, and I'll just be sitting in my chair damn, you know, and I start to pick up on shit. But then, like, after that, I say, fuck it. Like, I'm hungry. I eat. And then after I eat, like, it's like, I usually can chill for a little bit more. But, like, once I finish the food, it's like, my brain starts to go, like, bedtime.
Yeah.
And that's when I go back, like turn off the lights, kick back, watch some YouTube, and then pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I would say our cycles are pretty similar, but that's mainly, like...
Do you know what made me, like, stop the weed? And, like, it was the anxiety also.
Was
like,
it similar to me, the anxiety?
Yeah. It was like, was for another story with another incident, but one big thing that made me, like, say, like, yeah, this ain't for me was when I used to live in a house of 9 people. A lot of them were frat kids, and we'd always get, like, random ass, like, guests come over and shit. Peak COVID, I didn't give a fuck, you know. I didn't have anyone to spread it to, like, family. I was across the world. But that's when when you're with people that are unfamiliar and you're high,
I
hate it, bro. Like, there's just people, and you get super observant and your eyes are bloodshot and you don't want to look like that, and you look like a fucking, like a deer in headlights,
you just
bro.
See some random motherfucker in the corner named Chuck staring at you, and you're
yeah.
Bitch, this is my house. Like,
I didn't feel at home.
Like, it's
that was the worst part. I didn't feel at home, so I would go down to my room. Keep in mind, I lived in a basement, bro. So there was, like, complete, like, silence. Like, not silence, but, like, it was privacy central, bro. If I wanted to fucking do whatever the fuck I could, right? And that was, like, my safe haven at one point. Like, I would get high and then go to that room. That was it. But then motherfuckers would throw, like, parties in the basement or some shit. And I'm like, dude.
In your room?
No. There was a fat, like, space in the basement.
And you just had a bed down there?
Well, no, there was a room in the basement. There's a back room, and it was pretty, like, sized. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think it started getting to a point where I was thinking, like, people were, like, watching me, and, like, I didn't like how I was, like, with other people. And now it's like, I don't mind with, like, my boys, but, bro, if you told me, like, I could never smoke for the rest of my life, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal anymore. Back then, maybe I was like, damn, like, I miss, like, the month. No. Like, now it's like, I'm chilling.
One thing I realized, though, it's actually kind of crazy how your type adapts, though. I know I hate to take it back to, like, women, but back then, when I was smoking a lot, I literally thought that my ideal girl was, like, a girl who smokes weed. I'd be like, dude, if I could find a girl who loves to smoke and, like, chill, like, that's it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to think that was actually a turn-off.
For me, I was like, dude, if I could have a girlfriend to, like, smoke with, wow. And then it was only like after I started working out and getting into the gym, like into the gym world, where I was like, dude, like, that is very unattractive. Like, my type switched to, like, gym girls, you know?
I'm gonna put my, like, opinion on both those parts. Like, I was talking to this one girl, we're hooking out back and forth and shit, but I was in her car, and she, like,
you hooked up in the car?
No.
Okay, like, nice, bro.
I've actually never. Nah, yeah. Like, I never had my own car. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But, like, I was in her car, we're playing music. She don't even have Spotify Premium, bro.
Oh, not the ads, bro.
Yeah. No, the ads don't show up, but, like, it wasn't that. It was just, like, we were chilling, and she's like, you want to smoke? And I'm like, I'm chilling. You got it, though, right?
Okay.
But, like, I could tell this girl was, like, she was a nice girl. Great girl.
Stoned, though?
Yeah. It's like she used it when she ever had, like, I don't know why, but girls always have stomach aches. She'd cope with that or some shit, or, like, she'd be sad and then she'd smoke, and I'm like, she's like, I gotta stop smoking. It fucks up my, like, whatever the fuck, my mood, whatever the fuck, you know. And it's like, I don't like the idea that people are dependent on weed.
That's crazy.
Hence, like, even, like, especially if it's a girl that I'm considering if I should, like, date her, you know.
Yeah.
But connecting back to the gym, yeah, our types change now, and
shifted,
now it's I don't think I could date a girl, a girl that potentially might be my wifey, that isn't physically, like, active.
Yeah,
like,
fit, bro.
Like, you don't have to lift weights or shit.
Yeah.
Take ideal. It'd be ideal, but, like, bro, yeah, take care of yourself physically, bro.
I don't even care.
If you want to do yoga, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I don't even care if you go to, like, F45, bro.
The fuck is that?
Or, like, what is it? Orange Theory.
Okay,
you know, those little
yeah.
spin
As long
classes,
as you're taking
you know,
initiative,
as long as you're doing something,
it
bro.
builds character, bro. It means
Discipline.
it means you have discipline. It means you have initiative. It means you just have that drive.
It means
you know?
you can set a goal. You can set a goal, and like the discipline will carry you through.
And it's and I think that carries on when you have a relationship because she will always have. She will also carry that kind of drive and initiative with other goals of her life.
And she'll carry that drive, and it'll benefit you.
Yeah,
it'll bring you up.
Yeah, exactly. Each other, bro.
If you have a girl that like drags you down, like imagine you're with a girl and she goes, "Let's just chill in bed today and like order some pizza." Like,
those are gonna be the girls.
You don't need to go. You don't need to go to the gym today.
Those are gonna be the girls that you date that didn't originally like work out or whatever the fuck. That you try convincing. Maybe they budge, you know, they do. But they will always go back to what they were used to.
I realize, bro.
They have to have that shit like prior.
I used to think that like, and it really only it really only changed once I got like way more into the gym.
Yeah, once I started taking it seriously.
Like once I got like very serious, I
started seeing results.
I started to look at it and I was like, dude, like girls in here are like genuinely like 10 times more attractive to me. Simply because I see that, like, especially once you go to the gym regularly, you see the regulars. You're like, holy shit, like, okay, like, you have, like, you can see that they have dedication, they have grind, and they're disciplined.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need someone who's gonna go to, like, it's not even about that. Like, you go to the gym, like, it just shows, like, who you are as a person. If you can't, like, they'll go to the gym for a week and they're like, I don't see any results. I'm done. Yeah. And this goes for guys too. Yeah.
How do I get toned? Like it's not
it goes
easy,
for
bro.
guys. They're like, oh, I saw a YouTube video. I can have abs in 90 days. You're lying. You're delusional, bro. Yeah. You're full of shit. Like to get a proper and that depends what body fat percentage you're starting at.
Nutrition, trading, sleep,
everything.
It's so much, but like it's so easy to manage it once it's part of like your actual like lifestyle. It's so easy, bro. Just don't fuck up. Go to the gym.
Go to sleep by 12:30.
It doesn't even matter what time you sleep as long as you get enough. No, as long as you get enough sleep. I think. No,
because I did a little bit of research on this.
I might be sleeping hella late, bro.
You 12:30 to like around 8:30, 9 in the morning is when your body it's just a cycle where your body's actually
I think I'm gonna start doing that now that I have the car now. You know,
actively recovering and shit. I think it's because you take pre too late that you can't sleep. Because I used to do that shit too. Like I used to take pre at shit, man. Like I think when Sam was on Ramadan, we would go to the gym at 9. Yeah. So me and him would take pre at this was obviously during quarantine, so we didn't give a shit. But we would go to the gym at 9, because he'd have to eat before and all that. I couldn't sleep till easily 3 or 4. That was my bedtime. I would check the time. I'd be like, oh, it's 3 a.m. Time to get ready for bed.
I actually like working
my
out.
schedule was completely shifted. You know?
Yeah. No, I actually like working out earlier.
Oh yeah.
By noon type shit, because then it makes you feel accomplished. You got the whole day. It's just, my scenario with the car, I couldn't use it till midday, but now I'm chilling. So actually, this might be the start of it. But I actually don't. I like staying up late, but I also like waking up early. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I thrive off late nights.
I do like chilling. I agree.
But I also feel very accomplished when I'm up in the morning. I get to eat earlier, meaning I have time. Bro, you see me eat dinner at fucking 11:30, 12, bro, just to get my last meal, and it's not it sometimes.
No, it's you realize, bro. When you wake up and you hear the birds chirping, you're like, shit, yo, it's a different world.
Yeah.
Versus when you wake up at noon, it's bro, half the day's gone already.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers already went to the gym, had 2 meals.
Yeah.
Did a little bit of work, went for a jog, maybe went to the grocery store and did their bro, people have accomplished tasks and you're just waking up at noon.
Yeah.
And the days feel short, especially daylight savings, winter. You wake up at noon, bro. It gets dark at 4 or 5. You're like, whoa, holy shit, where did the day? But if you're up at in Texas, I have to wake up at 6:30 because of trading. New York is 8 a.m. open, so 7 a.m. Texas. So I wake up about 30 minutes before the open.
Do you shower in the mornings?
No, because I shower at night before bed.
I get that.
So like if I shower,
doesn't it help?
It wake me up.
I don't know, just like to start your day.
Nah, because I just need a coffee, bro. Coffee and breakfast.
But don't you feel kind of like dirty?
I mean, bro, how did I get no? Because like I literally
I know you don't sweat.
I showered directly before bed.
Yeah, but
got into my bed,
let's say your hair's fucked up and shit. You know, don't you want to like shower and like wet your hair, brush your teeth?
I just take some water from the sink.
Yeah, maybe it's an Asian thing, bro.
I'm not saying I don't shower. Like I've showered in the morning. Like if I'm very tired, like I do it to like wake up. But I mean, I don't think I feel dirty because I mean, if I shower right before I go to bed, which is what I usually do.
Yeah.
Like I shower when I get back from the gym. I shower before bed.
Do you shower before the gym?
Sometimes.
Low key, like
I sometimes take 2 to 3, like 3 showers a day, bro.
I used to shit on my friend Arnold, like for showering and like fucking putting on like cologne before the gym.
That man's
alright, the cologne is a little extra.
I mean, I wear cologne everywhere I go. To be fair, like I used to just do Axe, you know. I wear it to class, whatever. Like I don't like bumming, you know. Yeah. I wear it to the grocery store, so obviously I still. But like, I mean, if you're making an effort, like, you know, wearing cologne, like doing your hair and shit, like you're not going to the gym to work out, bro.
But it does make your workout low key better.
If you feel like
if you feel and look good,
it's your classic look good, feel good.
Yeah.
Like if you walk in there knowing like, damn, I look fucking good, I smell good, like you're automatically gonna have more confidence. You're gonna carry yourself with more like, yeah, like, all right, I like this is my shit. Yeah. Versus if you like. Ooh, you know, if you smell your armpit and you smell like shit,
yeah,
you're going to go in there and you're automatically going to be retracted. You're going to have less confidence. You're going to be like a little turtle coming back into its shell. Whereas if you smell good, like I'm a turtle, like fuck the shell, but I don't need the shell, you know? Like,
have you ever worked out high?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it because the amount of muscle is crazy.
Nah,
your
but the strength, bro.
No, I think the anxiety and being in the public while high
is
fucking awful,
It's because everyone in there is like sober or like, that's terrible, bro. Like whenever like in those type of situations, I always feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just like, I can't do like I'm like that motherfucker over there's looking at me. I don't like the way that guy's looking at me, bro. Like, I'm gonna fuck him up, you know? Like,
that I can lift more weights.
Yeah, and then I see him like repping like 3 plates. I'm like, take it back. He can fuck me up, you know? Like,
nah, for real.
Yeah, so it's kind of just like those situations where you're like, damn, all right, like.
I've worked out drunk once.
I've never done that.
Kind of dangerous, bro. You gotta do like cables. You can't do like.
You can't be doing barbell squats, bro. Nah.
That's crazy, bro.
Have you ever passed out in the gym?
No.
Or yacked?
I've yacked between my sets on leg day.
Were you hungover?
No, it was just so fucking like I probably jumped into a set like way too soon.
Yeah.
Like my heart rate was fucking not. It was still too high, and I just went way too intense. There's one time I put my friend through a leg day. This is when I was like starting to get back into the gym like seriously, and my friend like, you know, we used to work out, but he never had that drive in him. I could always tell, and he always ate like shit. And this one time he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go back to the gym." I was like, "I bet it's leg day. You ready for leg day?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." Ooh. Fucking halfway through leg day, we're doing seated hamstring curls. Right. I'm fucking loving it, bro. The fucking contraction is busting. This kid, it's his set, does it, goes to the bathroom. I'm like, alright, word. I'm gonna do my set, right?
Never comes out.
I finish my set. I'm like, fuck's this kid? Wait for like 2-3 minutes. Alright, what the fuck? I'm gonna do my set again. Another like 2-3 minutes pass.
Do your set again.
I'm like, where the fuck is this kid? Right? I'm not gonna check on him, right? Do another set. At that point, I'm done. It's like my 4th set, right? Like he comes back, he looks awful. He looks awful, right? I'm like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. He doesn't tell me this until like a couple like days later. He's like, dude, that one time you put me in the leg day, bro, I threw up. I was like, damn. That's on you, or like I just have like a way more higher like intensity, you know?
Yeah, no, but I mean.
I felt bad for the kid, but I'm like, bro, like, how you gonna yak?
Bro.
How you gonna yak?
I mean, like, I get it. I get it if you, like the time I yacked, I was hungover. And Sam was like, fuck it, bro. Like, do this weight. Like, add 10 pounds to each side and do it for 12. So I'm like, okay, I'll try. I did it. I took that weight. I fucking did it, bro. But then after I was like, I literally got up and like I was like spinning. I was like, holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm gonna take a shit, you know.
Yeah.
You can't look at your gym bro and be like, dude, no, I'm gonna go yak. Nah. I go and it just hit me. I'm, you know. And then we were one of our friends would like there was like out with us tonight, but it was still during quarantine, so we were like it was like a literal house party, and I see him in the bathroom. I'm like, you good, bro? He's like, no, man, I'm gonna call an Uber and go home. He actually calls it because we all went there in my car. He's like, how much longer you guys got left? We're like 30 minutes. He's like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna take an Uber here. He takes an Uber and goes home. I yacked and like went back, but my workout wasn't the same. I was like dead for the rest of the day.
Damn, took an Uber home, huh?
Yeah, he Ubered home, bro. He wasn't fucking with the gym at all.
That's when you know it's like emergency.
Yeah, like he was done. He was done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the time. Like, I don't know. I look back at quarantine. I'm grateful. Like, I really am grateful to have been in Texas during that time. Like, we had gyms. Like, gyms reopened May 18th, 2020.
Damn, it's fucking early.
Like, I remember the day, bro. May 18th, 2020. I looked around the world. Everything. Like, most other countries were like, couldn't even leave their house, and we had gyms back open.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I was in Malaysia up until like from like March to like fucking August, maybe July.
You left shortly before I came back.
And I was like, bro, home quarantine's awful. My parents are taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Malaysia's very closed right now. It was really bad, right? I could barely do anything. And there, I was like, yo, I need to go back to the U.S. Like, I need to.
That's
This is bad. Like,
It
this
was
is
terrible.
fucking up my mental health. Like, I felt like genuinely trapped in my own home.
Yeah, you couldn't leave, bro.
Bro, it was so bad. Like, I let myself go. Fucking, I couldn't even get a haircut. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And then August or late July, around that time, I move in to my house. It was just me, Arnold, my two friends, John and Kyle, in the house for 9. But it was just us 4. They were there for the summer, and I came. You know, it was in Jersey. And I remember too, like when gyms first opened, it was like August or something, right? I forgot the date, but it was August something.
Y'all's was late then.
Yeah, it was late. Jersey was it's a pretty liberal state, you know. They took it pretty like, I mean, that was still pretty early technically for a gym to open up. It was masks though, right?
Yeah.
But I remember, bro, joining Crunch Gym for the first time, bro. Crunch Fitness Gym, bro. Shout out Crunch Fitness Gym. Wow, that shit changed like my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like finally hopping back in the gym, going back in the routine. Wow, like I don't know, man. Ever since then, bro, like I used to work out with my friend, and then I'd go on his schedule, which I didn't like, so I started going to the campus gyms. I started working out with Taro, and wow, I think that was like the most like focused I've ever been, bro. And this has coincided with like me wanting to go for spring break. We'll tell that story another time.
That was to LA.
No, spring break cruise.
Oh, this oh shit. Okay.
So so I like 20. It was 2020. Gyms open up, and then 2021. I still go to Crunch.
Yeah.
Sometimes half-ass that shit. Right, but like I was never really like fully in it until like the end of 2021. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start."
Like towards the beginning of like.
And towards the end of 2021 is what happened to my ankle. That's a whole fucking story. Fuck it, we have a little time to talk about it. You know, I'm feeling myself. I'm starting to see abs. For some reason I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna eat high protein, lower my calories. I'm gonna see how this goes." Right? I started looking good, bro.
Lean, bro.
The fucking leanness showed up. I feel good, right?
I still remember, like, when we went to Alpha Line, you were lean as fuck.
Yeah, I was very lean, right?
Yeah.
But that's when... I'll get to that, but I started feeling myself. I'm literally, like I see, like, vascularity and everything. Mm-hmm. My shoulders are popping and shit. And this one time, it was Halloween weekend. Keep in mind, Halloween weekend is a time on college is... everyone goes out. You know, it's a house party, the bars.
Craziest weekend of the year.
Yeah, everyone dresses up. Everyone finds, like, there's a reason to drink and, like, have fun and go out. Even if it's, like, the 27th of October. Whatever the fucking week is / weekend, people will be out. people will be out.
Don't even matter if you got class the next day.
Yeah, exactly. People will always be out. I think that's the most poppin' time of the college year, in my opinion.
Of the fall.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing, because on spring break everyone travels.
Yeah.
So like on Halloween weekend everyone's on campus.
Yeah.
So 100%. Yeah.
So Halloween weekend, I go out every single day, starting from like the 27th. So I dress out differently every single day.
You were dedicated. I just wear the same.
I was dedicated, but by like the 29th, I was like, I'm done with this. And then my boys, shout out Arnold. He loves to go out, and he's like, bro, it's the 29th. It's Thursday night. It's a Thursday night. It's always popping. I'm like, fuck, fine. Friday night. It's Friday night. It's always popping.
I can see
It's Saturday night.
Too.
Come on, man. You got to go out. And then the Sunday, I'm like, it's the 31st. It's Halloween. You have to go out. Every day, I'm dressed up differently, trying to fucking find the most bullshit fucking dresses. I dress up as The Rock with a fanny pack. I dress up as a fucking Joe from You, like a soccer player. And then the last night, I go out, right? And then I'm feeling myself.
Sunday.
Yeah. I'm feeling good. We go to like a friend's crib. I walk back, shirtless, and feeling myself. I'm lean as shit, right? And then I think it was like the following week, right? This is when like my confidence is super high. I feel myself. If I can be shirtless.
You peaked.
Yeah, if I can be shirtless outdoors, I'm feeling good,
Yeah.
That very next weekend, I'm going out, right? And so I'm pretty sauced, right? And I'm in my own house. I ball tap my housemate, right? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck with him. I'm gonna ball tap him. He chases me out of my own house. I'm like, alright, this is deserved. And there's a porch leading up to like the front door, right?
This is the house I saw. Like,
yeah, 76. Yeah. And
that
I
was
opened the door. And
those are the stairs you fell down?
Yeah, I'm running down the stairs. He's trying to chase me. He like nudges me from the back. I fall, right? Ankle goes left, my body goes right. And I'm sauced up. I feel the separation of my ankle and the joints, but I don't feel the pain. I'm literally laughing it off as I'm on the concrete floor. Yeah. Right? And I'm like literally laughing.
Could you stand up on it though?
No, absolutely not. It was detached.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, oh my god, ha 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 ha. I'm literally laughing like hysterically because it's just like adrenaline and just pain, just not ready. Yeah, right? The kid that pushes me, my housemate, pops it back in. I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
he's definitely not qualified.
Right? He pops it back in place perfectly.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, right? And my friends, keep in mind, I was also with like 6 of my friends. So they all see this happening. They take me back to my bed, and I'm just like, oh god, like I can sleep it off. I can sleep it off. And they're like, no, we're taking you to the ER now. It's 3 a.m. or some shit. Right? I'm like, no, I'm fine. Just sleep it off. And they're like, nope. Put me on their shoulders, take me to the ER. I have to wait fucking. I have to wait like bro. It's an emergency, bro, and I have to wait an hour, maybe an hour and a half, bro. Do some paperwork and literally just stand there in a wheelchair, wait for the doctor to call me in.
Bro, you could literally have a heart attack in the ER and they'd be like, you're good.
Yeah, and it's bullshit because I can't even imagine while I'm sobering up, my ankles wasn't popped back in place.
Yeah.
Right, so like. That would even be worse because I'm realizing and I see it. Bro, I think I would have passed out or some shit, bro.
It was literally, yeah.
So, to sum it up, I was peaking, felt really good about myself, and that happens. And that shit humbled me, bro. I was...
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to the gym anymore.
Well, I remember you were supposed to come to Texas. You did.
I did.
You still did.
The very next day, I booked my flight to Texas for Thanksgiving break to see him and my old high school friends.
You scared me, though. You're like, I don't think I'm going to come.
And I had 3 weeks. I had 3 weeks to get better. Shit was so bruised up. There was scabs and everything. It was blue, bro. My foot was so bloated. And luckily, it was awful, bro. I had to just rest my leg on my bed and not do anything for the rest of the day. Like, literally couldn't go to the gym.
Elevated.
Everyone's like, why don't you do upper body? No, I didn't want to leave my house. It was bad. I had to ice it, elevate it, everything. But put it in the cast and shit. Like, the little, like... And then, as the 3 weeks come up, like, the last 4 days, I'm wearing the cast. I'm just practicing to walk. So I finally make it. And
you were walking by the time you came to Texas.
It was really hard, bro. So I had to go through the airports, bro. And I decided I'm not going to bring the crutches, bro. I was on crutches for the longest time. And I had to I was like, fuck, I don't need crutches. I can kind of walk, right? It was awful, bro, in the airports. Fucking awful.
Didn't you get the little wheelchair service?
No, I could have.
You got an upgrade.
Yeah, I got an upgrade, but I didn't get wheelchair service around the airport. So I had to go from like one gate, like the entrance, like the gates, security check, and I'm like, it hurts, bro. I just have like a piece of tape in my shoe. I don't have the cast.
No crutches.
No crutches, bro. It was so awful, bro. And I make it to Texas, and I have to go. The fucking Texas, the Houston airport's huge, bro. Mm-hmm. And that happens, and then I think when I visited y'all, I was like, all right, I lost like muscle, but I also got really lean.
Yeah. And
so that was like November/December, and we had a spring break for March. Right? And we went to a cruise to Mexico.
We'll get into that in another another episode.
So while I get back from Texas, I was there for like 2-3 weeks. I come back to New Jersey, start grinding back in the gym, still have the leanness while I'm like eating high protein and lowering my like.
You start to get back weight on your ankle.
Yeah, and so leading back to my original point, that was like the most focused I've ever been, bro. Like seeing the
change.
Yeah, and then also just seeing like me being better, like physically.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I appreciate it more.
Yeah, I missed the gym. Like I knew like it wasn't at that point. It wasn't just like a part of my daily routine. It was like straight up passion.
Yeah.
Like I actually liked going to the gym.
I wouldn't even say it's discipline. It's just like
it's definitely discipline.
Some days definitely
when you don't want to go. Yeah, but
at the same time you do it because like you love it.
Yeah.
We like, even if I wake up and I don't, I'm like, oh.
It's the one piece of like proof like of physical progress that you've put years into, bro.
Yeah, no one knows.
You other people get to see, but you get to see yourself. But it's a physical representation of like your own growth.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot of people just don't understand like what really goes into it.
Oh no.
Like they don't understand. Like they're like,
people think it's a quick thing.
They think it's like
That's why a lot of people don't make it.
They think it's like. Well, they also don't understand what it's like to literally like. Our bodies are never not like fully like. Okay, obviously you take a week off, you're gonna get fucking sore. Yeah. But even if you're going every day, one rest day a week, you're still always gonna be slightly sore, like a little bit. Like you're never like fully like, oh, my body feels good, you know. Like you're always like, oh shit, my shoulder hurts, or like, oh, my back, you know. Yeah. Like, but you start to like you start to see the results. You're like, well, whatever. All these little setbacks are worth it. Yeah. You know.
But ultimately, like I will always appreciate like those moments and like those days where like, I started working out, even when I was half-assing my shit, bro. Like, 100%. It was like a point I had to prove to myself. Yeah, like even like a couple months in, bro, I was like, I'm in too deep, bro. Like I'm eating, like more than I should, more than I
ever have.
Yeah, and I'm seeing changes. Like,
because there was a point where you were dirty bulking, right?
Yeah.
So you were like, I mean, shit. Like I wish, bro. Yeah. You were living my dream, bro. Eating whatever you want and work and lifting, you know. Yeah. So it's kind of just like two different routes. Yeah. That we go, you know. But
I mean, we'll talk about more about our gym transformations.
That could go on for hours. Yeah. But that's a big part of our life, you know. And it's a big part of like, a lot of people will probably be able to relate. I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have hopped into the gym since quarantine. I think. Yeah. A lot of people started doing home workouts, and that just led to.
But it's
But you know, it's something that you just can't. Bullshit.
It's also something like I don't want to like a lot of content out there lies to people like, oh dude, you can get abs in 90 days. No, that's bullshit, bro. You like I hate people who lie about like how hard it really is.
No, yeah.
Like if someone asks me, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's possible. Anything's possible. But it's like without work, without like if you think this is gonna come to you in 2 months. You might not even see results for 2 months. Yeah. 3 months.
That's the like you have to. That's like, you still going after like feeling like you're not making progress is where you make the progress.
That's where people quit. Yeah. And it's that sweet spot where you wake up one day, you're like, holy shit,
yeah,
I have a vein in my arm.
And you compare yourself to how you looked with like from photos.
Especially if you're taking progress photos, bro. That's when you really realize, because you see yourself in the mirror every day.
Yeah. So you don't see that like change like that, but like when you compare like time,
it's crazy.
But on that note, I think it's a good point to end episode 3.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you in episode 4, baby.
Peace.
International Idiots out.